So next topic involves enterprise social networks. And our clients ask us all the time to help them pick the right enterprise social network for their organization. But is that the right question that they should be asking? Or should they be asking, should we just kill off our enterprise social network altogether? Diane?
So this is, we used to say years ago when enterprise social networks first came out, the easiest way to make them happen is to do nothing at all. They're going to sprout up on their own. And we continue to see kind of shadow collaboration, people using the tools they think are best to do their job is a very large and widespread phenomenon. A new study that just came out recently showing that in 66% of organizations, the business has about the same or greater IT budget. They're spending it on the tools they think they need to get their job done. And so I'm reluctant to say you shouldn't be using better tools and making sure that they're being offered to your employees. I don't think you should kill the enterprise social network. Now, the problem with these questions here is that Tony and I know we agree on some of these here. So this is a difficult question to answer. We're playing devil's advocate on either side, but ultimately, I think it's better to make sure that your employees have access to the latest tools, even if they're not being used a great deal right now. What you should be focusing on is the adoption challenge, the leadership challenge, and the community management challenge. If you have those three things in place, then your enterprise social network doesn't need to be killed.
Tony?
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. This is actually one where I'll take a provocative stand, and it's a very authentic thing for me because I feel very passionate about this. That yes, you should kill your ESN. Let's take a look at the typical sort of Yammer chatter implementation. There's a lot of enthusiasm and some initial connections as people find each other. And it usually shrinks to a small number of core users. And I think that's because fundamentally these systems are really a feature and not an application. They're activity streams. And you have to remember that people do make a distinction between work and personal. And at work, I want to be effective. So I don't mind a blurry activity stream flowing by on Facebook or even Twitter. But at work, I need to be a little bit more focused. I want to share files. I want to find stuff. I have much more instrumental needs. And so what I'm really looking for are applications that are going to drive business value. So what we really encourage people to do is look at, these are 10 applications that you see on the screen, and these are business applications that drive business value. And, all of these can be empowered by activity streams, but if you look at Yammer, Chatter, some of the others, they don't really deliver these as applications in and of themselves. And that's why they lose value over time. And we would argue, in fact, that 6 of these are basically table stakes for doing effective enterprise social networking. So when someone pushes an ESN as an end in itself, I think that they're doing their colleagues a disservice, and what they really want are applications. Some of them, highly social fueled applications. Some of them may be shadow applications, but there are very few business problems that Yammer solves relative to the footprint that it has in the enterprise.